Alright, it's time to make our rounds. Starting off, of course, with Morden.
Shepard, how can I help?
Of course, now I can also ask about all the ship upgrades that other people have, so I now kind of have to mandatorily go around and talk to everybody.
Any ideas on other ways to prepare for the collectors?
Ideas, yes. Expensive, but possibly valuable. Can show you.
Huh.
Shepard, how can I help?
Any ideas on other ways to prepare for the collectors?
Sorry, have done what I can. Focusing on studying collector tech now.
Have you got a minute to talk?
Of course. Plague on Omega dealt with. Plenty of time to analyze collector intelligence. Impressive laboratory setup. Missed working for operations with a budget. AI in particular. Very helpful. Best setup I've seen since work with Special Tasks Group.
Tell me more about the Solarian Special Task Group.
Respected organization. Clandestine. Handles difficult assignments with limited oversight. Recon, analysis, occasional wet work. Identify problems, have neutralization options ready should need arise. Model for Council Spectres based on Special Tasks Group. Very similar.
Similar in what way?
Solarians lack numbers, brute strength, military prowess, have to rely upon stealth, intelligence. Agents trusted, given wide operative freedom. Spectres similar, given goal, told to accomplish. Better, funded, of course. Didn't have to buy our own weapons.
Is your assistant Daniel settling in all right?
Nice little
Quite well.
joke
Safe
about
and
the
secure.
previous game.
Neighborhood mostly quiet, with Plague gone. Left him the security mechs just in case. Can't be too careful. Also tired of mechs. Noisy. Never used them in STG.
You said you were in the Special Tasks Group. What kind of research were you doing?
Not simply research. Several recon missions. Covert, high risk, served under young captain named Kirihi. Studied Krogan genophage, took water, tissue samples from Krogan colonies.
I worked with an STG captain named Kirihi. His team helped me destroy Saren's cloning facility on Vermeer.
Heard he was part of that. Jury-rigged explosive. Always got job done with limited resources. Good captain. Bit of a cloaca, though. Loved his speeches. Hold the line. Personally prefer to get job done and go home. Probably military bravado, jargon, chest pounding. No offense.
Oh, the line.
Nice talking with you, Morden.
Should get back to work. Need to study. So much data. Here if you need me.
Of course, he'll confess to us about knowing about being a part of the genophage.
Commander, can I help you with something?
Any thoughts on how to prepare against the collectors?
They spec'd this ship to the original Normandy, but you were there. The collectors cut her like butter. This armor just isn't top of the line anymore. People will die if we don't upgrade. Alliance had some new toys in secret dev before I left. I could try and pull a few favors.
Let's see. There's the armor upgrade. Lots of palladium. Don't worry, we're not going to use it to make an arc reactor to put in our chest.
Commander, can I help you with something?
Any thoughts on how to prepare against the collectors?
We've got the best armor available. The rest is outside my expertise, Commander.
I'm more interested in just talking for a bit.
Already? I'm not... Commander.
And that's it for Jacob for now. Okay.
The elusive man wishes to speak to you in the debriefing room, Commander.
Yes, I know.
Morden's psych profile warned of hyper behavior, but he is like a hamster on coffee. He's going to be a very productive member of the team. Anyway, how may I help you, Commander?
Is there anything I should know?
You have unread messages at your private terminal. Anything else, Commander?
That'll be all.
Yes, Commander.
Take care of Garrus. Yep. Healing of your facial scars. Here it is. Alright. So now I can access it in the research terminal. Okay. I forgot I had to read the email first. Here it is. Immediately complete heal your scars. So now it's ready to go. I just have to go downstairs in order to use it. Which we'll do once we, in just a moment.
So, Hadley, how you gonna spend your next furlough?
You really think we'll have another shore leave?
Of course. Shepard's forming the best team this galaxy has ever seen. We're gonna kick some ass.
I'm sure you're right, Matthews.
Commander.
That's right, you don't get an upgrade from Joker.
I assume everything is going well up here?
It was until the thing started questioning my every move. It won't let anything slide.
You were deliberately falsifying maintenance reports, Mr. Moreau.
Not falsifying, tweaking. I always round up on task times. It makes us look good when we come in under.
What is this, high school? Both of you, find something better to do with your time.
Of course, Shepard. It is a minor issue.
With a nuclear response.
Joker.
Shutting up now, Commander.
That's it for me.
See you, Commander.
They were just both like, whoa, okay, you're kind of making a big deal out of this, don't you think? Renegade Shepard just does not put up with any of that crap. He's like, hey, shut up, both of you, now. I don't want to hear any more about this. Alright, so we'll head down to engineering, and then we'll make our way up to level 3 to continue our rounds. By the way, get ready to see a path that I think a lot of people have never even tried. It's a very odd, strange, unorthodox path you can take, but I have done it, and I want to do it to mainly show you guys what it's like. I can't get anything from Zaid, he just tells stories. Of course, the upgrades you get from Grunt and Jack, I'm pretty sure, are not for the ship, but more so for themselves, I think.
Shepard.
Anything in your tank imprints that can make use of the resources we found?
Might have something I could put together. Don't know how useful it will be.
There we go. The Krogan shotgun. There we go.
Shepard.
Anything in your tank imprints that can
Nothing
make
else
use-
I can think of. I'm no tech. Enjoy what you got.
Just checking in, making sure you're acclimatizing.
I was just sitting here thinking. The picture, I'm finally starting to get it. There's a tank imprint, the battle at Canrum. A dead Turian, stripped. You don't see them out of their armor much. A Krogan boot on his head, and a claw hammer. It's under the brow plate, pulling it back, right? Eyes have gone black, and you see tension in the muscle. You can feel it ready to snap. I get it.
Canrum isn't ringing a bell.
Death of Shiagar, female warlord. Turians killed her, so they were hunted down and made examples. Even if they won the war, it was the last push before the rebellions ended.
You better have a good reason for ruining my lunch.
It's just great. It's a Turian, and he's being torn apart for what they did. I felt nothing before, but now I get it. It was a good fight. The enemy was destroyed to punish them all and send a message. I get it. I hate Turians. I thought you'd be glad.
I like how the Renegade response here is, what about Garrus?
Don't start anything with Garrus. I won't have trouble on my ship.
I don't hate Garrus. I hate the Turians. Garrus is just one Turian, and he's your clan. No point in ripping his face off unless he turns on me. It's hate, but it's mine. Okir was blind, and he tried to make me the same. But I'm starting to feel what they did, to see why I should care. Anyway, I'm still figuring where I fit, but it made me laugh. Nothing else really on my mind, Shepard.
I like how he took the time to really explain that. He's like, look, I hate the Turians, but I don't hate Garrus just because Garrus is a Turian. He's part of our group, and unless he betrays us, I have no issue with him. It's very...
New armor reinforcements really threw off the gravimetric profiles. But engines are good to go. I rebalanced the Gilborn coefficients and adjusted the anterior intakes on the second tier stabilizers.
I love it when you talk dirty.
Oh my gosh, Donnelly. Wow.
What can we do for you, Commander?
Carry on.
Will do, Commander.
But yeah, at this point, I would, you know, if I didn't already know how they end up, I would have been like, oh my gosh, you two, get a room already. Pretty sure Jack, all she gives us is a upgrade for herself.
Hey,
I picked up a lot of resources. Can you use them to help against the Collectors?
I ran across the schematics for making L5X implants. Still got them in my head. You want to know what I need? Not usually my thing, but I've learned how to get things done on my own.
There it is. 20% biotic damage boost.
Hey,
I picked up a lot of resources.
I figured out those L5Xs. Consider yourself lucky. It's not like I keep a library of this shit around.
Tell me about you, Jack.
Shepard, we talked enough. You're just pissing around. No hard feelings, but I don't want to play.
I should go.
Whatever.
Yeah, because of the previous option that I chose with her, this pretty much closes off her story, at least until we get to the loyalty missions. So, because you can't pursue a romance with her now. She's like, what? You got what I thought you wanted. And that's why you always got to be very careful with some of these choices, because certain choices you make cuts off other certain paths that you can take. But if you know your way around them, you can be able to still pursue other paths. Alright, so let's go in here. This is where the operation should be available. Yep. Well, take one last look at these scars, everybody. These really deep, brutal-looking scars on my face. As well as those red eyes, because they are about to go away. Whew. I look and feel like a new man. That was quick. Chakwas, carry on.
The commander's put together an impressive team. I've never worked with so many aliens
Alright.
before.
A small army.
Now to get upgrades from Miranda and
Commander,
Garrus.
what can I do for you?
Have you got any ideas for potential upgrades we could make?
A few ideas, yeah. Here, take a look.
Alright. Advanced mineral scanner, yes.
Commander, what can I do for you?
You have a minute, Miranda?
There's a lot to do, Shepard.
There's a lot to do.
Of course, Commander.
Alright, now we'll go see Garrus. Actually forgot to look at that.
Shepard, need me for something?
Have you got any upgrade ideas for the Normandy's weapon systems?
A few, yeah. Here, take a look.
There's the cannon we use in the suicide mission.
Shepard, need me for something?
Have you got any upgrade ideas for the Normandy's weapon systems?
My current upgrades are working pretty well. That's about the best I can do.
What can you tell me about the Normandy's armaments?
The weapons upgrades have gone in beautifully. This thing packs a hell of a punch. It just might give us a chance against the Collectors.
Have you got a minute?
Can it wait for a bit? I'm in the middle of some calibrations.
Talk to you later, Garrus.
I'll be here if you need me.
You know we had to hear it at least once. Had to hear it at least once. Okay. And, Kasumi doesn't have any upgrades. Alright. So, you guys ready to head to that colony for that collector mission and catch up with Ashley? Which pretty much starts out the next big portion of the game. Alright. I'll just get rid of that. Oh yes, I read that. Let's now go ahead and make a new save.
Shepard, I think we have them. Horizon, one of our colonies in the Terminus systems, just went silent. If it isn't under attack, it soon will be. Has Mordin delivered the countermeasure for the Seeker swarms?
Not yet.
Let's hope he works well under pressure. There's something else you should know. One of your former crew, Ashley Williams, she's stationed on Horizon.
Last I knew, Ash was Alliance. Why is she out in the Terminus systems?
Officially, it's an outreach program to
It's
improve
possible that she
Alliance
defected to
relations
the
with
Horde.
colonies.
Oh wait, no, sorry, wrong
But they're up to
Alliance.
something. And if they sent Chief Williams, it must be big. Perhaps you should take it up with her.
Uh-oh. Hold on. For some reason my controller turned off. There we go.
The Collectors just happened to pick a colony with one of my former crew? I don't buy it.
It shouldn't be a surprise the Collectors are interested in you, especially if they're working for the Reapers. They might be going after her to get to you.
Send the coordinates. We'll head straight there.
This is the most warning we've ever had, Shepard. Good luck.
Joker, set a course for Horizon. I've got to go see the Professor.
Aye, aye, Commander.
Tell me you have something.
Yes.
Right now there are some people looking at how that looked in terms of the graphics and are just kind of rolling their eyes. This is kind of a, especially if you're watching this now at the time, like, in the future. But at the time I'm recording this, it's in 2019. This game came out, I believe, in 2010. And then a year later on PS3 in 2011, I think. If my memory serves. And you just look at the quality of how this looks on PS3 back then compared to how it could look if they perhaps remastered
we've got a problem.
this.
Still can't calibrate the targeting matrix?
Those defense towers are useless if we don't figure it out.
Sorry, Chief. Getting our comm systems back online takes priority.
Yeah. Okay. Surprised people haven't tried to blame that one on me, too.
People out here don't trust the Alliance. It's nothing personal.
They are clearly members of the Horde.
What is
Again, wrong Alliance, sorry. I can't help it. It's just really funny to hear them specifically say the Alliance.
Get everyone to the safe house. I'll cover you. Run!
So they brought the plagues of Egypt. Oh wait, sorry. Wrong swarms. There's that sound effect of her basically freezing in place, or basically sounds more like she's hardening up into like a cocoon. Well, that's certainly nightmare-inducing. Crawling all over your face like that. And now for Harbinger's first cameo, his first appearance. And you can see him right there, the image right there, the yellow image. There he is.
Assuming control.
Direct control.
We are the harbinger of their these humans for ascension.
I wonder if he chose that name himself, so he could be able to say lines like that. I shall call myself, Harbinger, so I can say things like, we are the Harbinger of, you know. Just curious if he wanted to come up with that himself. Alright, so I definitely want to take Garrus because of the acknowledgement from Ashley about Garrus being there and joining me. I think I also want to take Miranda because of the extra tension there between Ashley and Miranda, between, you know, because of how much she hates Cerberus. Yeah, let's do that. You'll notice I'm not making these choices based on gameplay. I'm making these choices based on extra bits of dialogue and story. Let's give Miranda her upgrade here. Let's see. More health. There we go. Let me double check Miranda's weapons. Yeah, she can use that one. Well, this is certainly a fun mission. I remember not looking forward to this mission. Alright. Let's go ahead and...
I'm on! Switch up!
Alright, here we go.
We're groundside. Morton, you sure these armor upgrades will protect us from the Seeker swarms?
Certainty impossible, but in limited numbers should confuse detection make us invisible to swarms. In theory.
In theory? That sounds promising.
Experimental technology. Only test is contact with Seeker swarms. Look forward to seeing if you survive.
Thank you, Morgan. That makes us feel so much better.
Firing a high-impact shot.
Looking forward to seeing whether or not you survive. I like how he flew out. How he flew from that, like, ah! Always angle it so it can kind of bend that way towards them to get around cover. When they get behind cover and you just fire it straight on, it'll get blocked by this. But if you fire it at an angle like over here, it'll curve around and hit them behind the cover. Just a nice little tactic I learned long ago. Again, you can tell I have played this game a lot. At this point, I like to consider myself kind of an expert on this particular game. But pretty much on the whole series in general, with the exception of Andromeda. But on the Shepard trilogy, absolutely. Go. Imagine if they have gotten those big cannons online before they showed up. That may not have happened had these things been online.
The Collectors are disrupting communications.
We're on our own now.
You know, Miranda, I don't think we really need you to clarify that, because we do have a brain. I think it would have been better if she had said nothing and I had just said, looks like we're on our own now. Because it's pretty obvious that we're losing communications. We don't need you to spell it out for us. Oh, here come the hosses. Those things are so pleasant to deal with, aren't they? See what I mean? About how it curbs? It's a great way to
Those
utilize
things look
these
like the
enemies.
husks the Geth used on Eden Prime.
I thought the Geth got that technology from Sovereign.
The elusive man was correct. The Collectors are agents of the Reapers.
It is kind of interesting when you think of, like, what we find out from Javik in 3 about the Collectors, that they actually were there when the Protheans invaded, and that these are actually...
This might be useful.
Of course, we do find this later on the ship mission, that they are actually Protheans. Which makes me wonder, how quickly did the Reapers turn the Protheans into the Collectors for them to be able to do
These
that
things
during
used to
the
be
invasion
human.
against Javik's people?
This
back
what's
then?
left of the colonists?
No. On Eden Prime, victims were turned into husks by impaling them on spikes. We haven't seen any. The Collectors must have brought the husks. They're taking the colonists alive for something else.
These aren't the same creatures I fought on Eden Prime. They're more advanced, evolved.
They still die if you shoot them.
This colony is under attack, remember? Let's move out.
Yes, sir.
He's like, why are we staying around looking at this husk here? Let's keep moving. Well, I can't go back, so if I miss something, it's too late.
All these empty buildings. It's unsettling.
Just like Freedom's Progress. The entire colony gone.
Ugh. Just think about what it would be like to be encased in there. That is horrifying. Look at this. Lined up like this. Just frozen in here and literally nothing you can do. That is just... This is like horror movie stuff.
Shield. Attacking target.
Oh, that's right, because I did a bunch of upgrades, including being able to carry more metagels. Obviously, I can't go out and get more resources until I finish this mission. I would also need to go back to the shops, like on the Citadel, and purchase more of the upgrades in order to get more available.
Seems to be some kind of stasis field. Keeps you conscious but completely helpless.
They've been like this a long time.
Let's see. Of course, the fact that I'm playing as an infiltrator class really kind of buys into the whole, oh yeah, I can easily hack this. Because, of course, an infiltrator would be able to do very well at hacking. It's kind of part of what they do, part of their job. And now it just gives me this weapon, even though I don't necessarily want it. But whatever. sure. There we go. I was like, there's supposed to be a battle that triggers here. I forgot what triggered it. Assuming direct control.
I am assuming direct control. The forces of the universe bend to me. If I must tear you apart, Shepard, I will.
Huh.
This should slow him down.
For this guy, I'll go ahead and use the heavy weapon.
On your six.
Is there any more to find over here? No, not really. Of course, you guys probably know that's not even one of the annoying difficult battle in this mission. It's the one at the end with that particular enemy. I remember dying to that guy several times during one run long ago. I remember how much I hate this mission just because of that boss battle at the end of this mission. Just hating it, just because he did so much damage.
Company, get out here, now.
You're human. What are you doing out here? You lead them right here.
I cleared a path. You're lucky you're not in the hold of a collector ship right now.
Those things are collectors? You mean, they're real? I thought they were just made up, you know, propaganda to keep us in Alliance space. No, they got Lilith. I saw her go down. Sten, too. They got damn near everybody.
Of course, someone here had to be named Sten. Nice Dragon Age reference.
I need to know what I'm up against. Tell me everything you remember.
We lost our comm signals a few hours ago. I came down to check on the main grid. Then I heard screaming. I looked outside and there were swarms of bugs. Everyone they touched just froze. I sealed the doors. Damn it, it's the Alliance's fault. They stationed that Chief Williams here and built those defense towers. It made us a target.
Yes, let's blame the Alliance. That's all. Yeah, blaming the Alliance. Let's do that. That sounds like a great idea. I'm sorry. Just, back then when I first used to play this, I was not into World of Warcraft back in the day. I had never touched World of Warcraft back when I first played this. Now, playing this years later, now being a regular player of World of Warcraft, this is just so much more hilarious for me. Just hearing them say, blame the Alliance, and I'm like, you know, yes, I am a main Horde player, though I do play Alliance as well. It just sounds very funny.
Why do you think this is the Alliance's fault?
We're just a small colony. Nobody bothered us before we started building those damn defense towers and drew attention to ourselves. I left Council space to get away from the Alliance. Nothing good ever comes from getting mixed up with them.
You hear that? Nothing good ever comes from getting mixed up with the Alliance. I'm sorry. It's just way too funny to not make those jokes. Oh man. I'm just waiting for him to say something about how he wishes he could join the Horde, but he knows they would never allow it because he's a human. Even though I think there are members of the Horde that would not have an issue with certain humans joining the Horde if they wanted to, but that's a whole separate discussion. You can't count on them.
The Alliance doesn't care about the Terminus colonies.
Yeah.
Damn straight. That's what I tried to tell everybody. The Alliance didn't send someone out here because they want to help us. They were after something. Always are.
Again, really funny if you play WoW, these lines of dialogue.
If you have defenses, we can use them against the Collector ship.
You'd need to calibrate the targeting system first. It's never worked right.
We can figure it out. Just tell us where to find it.
Head for the main transmitter on the other side of the colony. Pretty hard to miss. The targeting controls are at the base.
It's probably just better if you stay out of the way.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. I'll let you out, but I'm locking the door behind you. I'm not taking any chances. Good luck. I think you're gonna need it.
Whoops. Actually, there's a good chance for me to get rid of that weapon. It is a pretty good weapon, but it's not necessarily my style. Yeah, I did pick up the freeze, right? The cryoblaster. I could make Mr. Freeze jokes. Yes, let's go ahead and do that. Start quoting Schwarzenegger. Alright, collectors, chill. I should have gone with the other. I think if I had chosen the other option, I could have had a Renegade to be like, what's the matter, you're a coward or something? I think that's an option if you choose make the other choice. I think I messed up there. My bad. I'm trying to show as much of the Renegade stuff as I can.
I love this rifle.
Hi, Husks.
Assuming direct control. This
Oh!
Scoped and dropped!
Oh, I hate those things right there. The Scions? Oh, I hate those things.
Your attack is an insult. I know you feel this.
See? Because of that.
Lock shield.
That shockwave attack he does, that is so annoying because it hits you even when you're behind cover.
Not that one!
This changes nothing, Shepard.
Affirmative.
Engaging target. Firing now.
There we go.
Nice shot, Garrus. Well, of course it was a nice shot. How long have you known me to ever to see me ever make a bad shot? What? You know that's exactly the kind of response he'd have. He's like, Shepard, seriously? When have I ever not made a good shot? Oh, never mind. I thought there was something I could loot here. I guess I was wrong.
I'll take it.
There we go, another upgrade.
It's
Computer
odd
to
we
access.
haven't run across more frozen colonists.
The collectors have already loaded them onto their ship. We're running out of time.
We're running out of time, so we're gonna keep on running around to loot. Full ammo, good, good. Here we go, this upcoming boss fight. Tonight's forecast. A freeze is coming. What? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay. Woo! I guessed that one right. I realized immediately I had messed up there. Here we go. It's not that thing, but it is very annoying. Oh, I hate that shockwave. It just annihilates my shields. Oh my gosh. You see how much damage that does?
Right behind you.
Understood.
Now come on, where's that biggin?
There's the transmitter.
Oh, that's right, he shows up after I hack this. Alright, let's see. Ah! Oops.
Normandy, do you copy?
Joker here. Signal's weak, Commander, but we got you.
Time to show these things we give as good as we get. Edie, bring the defense towers online.
Errors in the calibration software are easily rectified, but it will take time to bring the towers to full power. I recommend a defensive posture. I will not be able to mask the increased generator output.
Once they know this, the collectors will try to stop it.
Got any other helpful tips?
Just one. Enemy reinforcements are closing in. I suggest you ready weapons.
On my way.
Right behind you.
I will direct this personally.
Here goes.
Firing a high-impact shot!
Right behind you.
Bypassing fail-safes and attempting emergency power-up. Please hold a defense tower.
Miranda, will you please not walk in front of my line of fire? Nope.
Firing now.
Shields have failed.
Direct intervention is necessary.
Here he comes. Hi, Harbinger.
And stay down.
Harbinger of your destiny.
Yeah.
Put it down.
Is redundant.
Blah, blah, blah.
I'm with you.
That's all I'm
Be right
hearing
there.
from you. Blah, blah, blah.
Get ready. Gotta be more soon.
Oh, I know. We haven't even had, had some of the worst of it. Though those scions and their shockwave is one of the most annoying things to deal with.
I love
Sequential
this rifle.
power-up initiated. Guardian anti-ship batteries at 40%.
I like how they just showed up behind us just kind of out of nowhere.
Concussive shot ready.
Direct intervention is necessary.
Now let's finish you off. Nice.
Guardian anti-ship batteries at 60%. Seeking targeting protocols to Normandy systems. Continue to protect the tower.
Yep.
Get ready. There's got to be more.
Oh, there's more. And here it comes. Yep, that guy. Oh man, this guy, I remember hating this guy back in the day.
Not that one.
Edie, we need that system online.
The new one. Whatever that is, don't get too close. That was ineffective.
Guardian anti-ship battery is at 100%. I have control.
Oh my. Yeah, you had to stay back because of that attack he does right there.
Firing eye impact shot.
Oh my goodness.
I'm on it. This should slow him down.
Oh, man. Oh, I hate that thing. Alright.
They're pulling out. There's no reason to stay. Most of the colonists are on board. They got...
No! Don't let him get away!
That ship is huge. Exactly how are we supposed to catch it?
Half the colony's in there. They took Egan and Sam and Lilith. Do something!
I did my best. You just hid in your damn bunker.
If it wasn't for Shepard, you'd all be on board that ship.
Shepard? Wait. I know that name. Sure, I remember you. You're some type of big Alliance hero.
Commander Shepard, Captain of
Hey,
the
Ash.
Normandy, the first human Spectre, savior of the Citadel. You're in the presence of a god, Delan, back from the dead.
I wouldn't go
All
that
the
far.
good people we lost and you get left behind. Figures. Screw this. I'm done with you Alliance types.
I'm gonna go join the Horde. I had to get it in.
I thought you were dead, Shepard. We all did.
Yeah, I was.
Our reunion has to wait. Cerberus brought me back to stop attacks like this.
You're with Cerberus now? Garrus, too? I can't believe the reports were right.
Reports? You mean you already
Notice
knew?
how much of the dialogue
Alliance
was
intel
cut
said
because he made
Cerberus
that
could be behind
choice.
our missing colonies. We got a tip that this one could be the next to get hit. I went to Anderson, but he wouldn't talk. But there were rumors that you weren't dead. Worse, that you were working for the enemy.
Cerberus and I want the same thing, to save our colonies. That doesn't mean I answer to them.
Do you really believe that? Or is that just what Cerberus wants you to think? I wanted to believe that you were alive. I just never expected anything like this. How could you just turn your back on all of us? You betrayed the Alliance. Anderson, you betrayed me.
Get
The
over
past
it.
is done. You need to focus on what's happening now. You saw it yourself. The Collectors are targeting human colonies, and they're working with the Reapers.
I'd like to believe you, Shepard, but I don't trust Cerberus. And it worries me that you do. What did they do to you? What if they're behind it? What if they're the ones working with the Collectors?
Typical Alliance attitude. You're so focused on Cerberus that you're blind to the real threat.
You're letting how you feel about their history get in the way of facts.
Or maybe you feel like you owe Cerberus because they saved you. Maybe it's you. Doesn't matter. I still know where my loyalties lie. I'm an Alliance soldier. It's in my blood. I'm reporting back to the Citadel. I'll let them decide if they believe your story.
That group? Fat chance on
We
that.
both know how that's gonna turn out. The Alliance will try to blame Cerberus, just like you did.
With good reason. Cerberus can't be trusted. Goodbye, Shepard. Just try to be careful.
She's not wrong. We, of course, know that she's not wrong.
Joker, send the shuttle to pick us up. I've had enough of this colony.
Again, this dialogue is so much funnier if you're a player of World of Warcraft. Because I was thinking when she said, I'm an Alliance soldier, it's in my blood. And I thought to myself, you know, I know a few people who who feel that adamantly about the Alliance. I know there are people out there that they only play one faction, whether it be Alliance or Horde, and have no characters on the other side. I know of players that have only made one character, and that's the only character they've ever played. So it's just funny. Again, all this Alliance dialogue is just hysterical right now for me. Playing this years later, now having become a WoW player. But of course, we know that Ash is not wrong, because of course, the Illusive Man proves that they couldn't be trusted. And the fact that she's like, that now when we find out what happens at the end of 3, it's like, you know what? They kind of were. Somewhat. Maybe not entirely, but... we, of course, remember how much influence of an indoctrination the Illusive Man had, and how much other Cerberus soldiers had, at least in Mass Effect 3.
Shepard, good work on Horizon. Hopefully the Collectors will think twice before attacking another colony.
It was good to finally go toe-to-toe with the enemy.
Now you've got a taste for it. I'll be sure to find a way to keep you sated. The Collectors will be more careful now, but I think we can find another way to lure them in.
I wondered if you had something to do with that attack. Ash said the Alliance got a tip about me and Cerberus.
I released a few carefully disguised rumors that you might be alive and working for Cerberus.
I see. What were you trying to prove?
I suspected the Collectors were looking for you, or people connected to you. Now I know for certain. It was a risk, but I couldn't just wait for them to take another colony. You understand?
We chased them off once. Find a target, and I'll hit it.
Our target is set, but we can't reach it yet. It's their home world. I'm devoting all resources to finding a way through the Omega-4 relay. We have to hit them where they live. Your team will need to be strong, as will their resolve. There's no looking back. The same goes for you. Can I assume you've put your past relationships behind you?
I'm free, clear, and focused on the mission.
That's what I like to hear. Shepard, once you find a way through the Omega-4 relay to the Collector homeworld, there's no guarantee you'll return. To have any hope of surviving, you and your entire team must be fully committed to this.
I'll make sure they're ready, one way or the other. The Collectors won't know what hit them.
I trust you know what you're doing. I just want to be clear about your odds. I've forwarded 3 more dossiers. Keep building your team while I find a way through the relay. And be careful, Shepard. The Collectors will be watching you.
They did a really good job writing the Illusive Man. I think he's a very well-written character. Of course, getting Martin Sheen to voice him was also a great
Hit
choice.
the Omega-4 relay. Take the fight to the Collectors in person. Looking forward to the action. After seeing what those bastards did on Horizon, though, makes you think.
I need you sharp and focused if we're gonna get this done, Taylor.
That's what I meant, Commander. I don't want any distractions when we hit the relay. Gonna go take care of a little unfinished business. I imagine everyone else is, too. Getting some closure, you know?
And thus, loyalty missions become unlocked. Also, now the timer begins. For those of you who don't remember, there is now a timer that's going to go off based on how many missions you do, that will then trigger the next mandatory mission that the Illusive Man gives you to go to the Collector ship. I think it's either 3 or 4. So, this is where I'm actually going to now do some side missions to trigger that before we do any mandatory main stuff. So we're going to be holding off on getting Tali, Samara, and Thane. And we're going to go even farther than that. With reason. You'll see what I mean when we get to that point. But, yeah, when we come back, we're going to do our rounds so we can kind of pick up some of these extra things and extra missions and such. And, we'll be continuing from there. Stay tuned.